Hello, Taurus. Welcome back to Intuitive Insights with Willow. Here is where I always wish you peace and the understanding that life is always happening for you, not to you. Now, this is a daily energy, timeless tarot reading, okay? We're going to use some tarot cards and we're going to utilize some clarifiers to get the message to you. Also, let's give homage to Guardian Angel Lauviah. This guardian angel naturally governs those who are born May 11th through the 15th, Taurus energy. This was a random card that I picked, and since I did my angel oracle card before I started these readings. I said I'm going to allow this, I'm going to pay homage to this guardian angel for all 12 of the readings that I'm doing for the zodiac. Now, Lauviah is natural governor to those who are born May 11th through the 15th, but you can also receive assistance from this guardian angel. He is associated with those who are looking for or working towards cosmic organization. This guardian angel is also known as the praise God. It is known as the light of God. So bringing through the light of God through you into the universe. This guardian angel can assist you with that. It is the 11th angel in the deck, and today is the 29th. How beautiful, right? Also, because the 2 and the 9 add to 11, yes, there is a 29 angel in the deck. But I thought that was nice. This is 11th day, which comes down to a 2, and this is 11 card, okay? Also, this guardian angel can assist you with success and fame, success with resilience, mastering resilience and victory. Also, oh, that's over there. Why I thought that was in my backyard. But also with obtaining balance within your life, within yourself, and finding your place or your footprint in this world. Just balance, okay? All right, let's go. Let's see what we get. You have Queen of Wands. Ooh, feeling sexy. On my knees I pray. 7 of Cups. For the strength. Who is that? To stay away in and out. Oh my God, I don't know the name. Oh, this is going to... The name of the song is Ease the Pain. It's an old school, it's an old classic. This is 9 of Cups. All right. So you are dealing with emotions. That song is about having pretty much like a situationship. That's what we call it nowadays. Not having a solid ground with someone, but someone coming in and out of your life and having a strong emotional attachment to them, but not having the solid foundation with them, if you understand what I'm saying. They come through, do what it do, smooth, they do what they do. And then they go. But her song, how can I ease the pain when I know you coming back again? How can I that ease the pain in my heart? Because she said, if it's not love you're coming for, then tell me, baby, why you here knocking on my door? I can't take this anymore. I can't take this no more, no more, no more. Oh, give me your all or nothing at all. So, ooh, all right. Bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Cups. Ooh, we're gonna clarify, because right now you're feeling like the Queen of Wands. Why are you feeling like the Queen of Wands? 7 of Cups is influencing that. So that Scorpio energy is coming, hitting you with that Sagittarius vibe. So no, true stuff though, because Queen of Wands is Sagittarius, while the 7 of Cups is definitely Scorpio. So the thing of it is that Scorpion energy is coming to you, and you're giving yourself confidence. You're understanding that you are the shit, and you don't have to entertain or be an option to someone else, or entertain multiple parties and try to figure out, okay, which one really wants me. The right one is going to come to you. You remember, a Queen of Wands attracts. She don't do no work, baby. Only work she do on herself is looking good. That's it. Queen of Wands, and she one of those that wake up in the morning, just roll out of bed looking sexy. You be like, damn, how you do that? And she like, what you mean? Bitch, this me. You know, that's Queen of Wands. So you're really in your dominant stance. You're really feeling vibrant. Your beauty is everything right now. And even if you ain't feeling pretty right now, just know, baby, you are pretty. It's illuminating out of you. Period. You're vibrating high. This Mercury retrograde is doing you some justice. Okay? 9 of Cups, though, that is self-fulfillment. So with this confidence growing within you and you starting to look at yourself like, you know what? Who wouldn't want somebody like me? I'm loyal. I'm thorough. I balance money. And even if I spend a lot of money, bitch, I make that money back. You know, that's who you are. You can always count on me being on your corner and being supportive of you. You can't shake me, but when you lose me, you lose me. Like that's really Taurus energy. But in the mythic deck, she holds down the fort while he's gone, and she never believes that he is dead. She believes that her man is still out there. Even though all odds are pointing to him being unalive, she does not accept that. In her heart, he's coming home to her. And he does. He comes to her as a post because he's been gone for so long, and he hears that she got somebody else sitting on his throne, and he comes through looking like a man, like a beggar to the throne. And then out of nowhere, he kick everybody's ass. He don't tell them it's time to get out the house. He pushed their ass out the house. That's just how he get down. I really love that story. If you have never looked at the Mythic Tarot deck and you're into tarot, clearly you're here. But if you're interested in understanding, having a deeper understanding, and in a form where you can really relate to it, I strongly suggest the Mythic Tarot deck. If you want to go deeper into the symbolism of the tarot deck, I really advise you to purchase, because it's separate from the cards, the Cosmic Tarot deck book. Because the Cosmic Tarot does not come with a book. At least I don't think it do. I don't remember it coming with a book. I remember working with it for a couple years before I actually went out. And, you know, I didn't go out. I went into Amazon. And I looked for the actual Cosmic Tarot book story. And the woman, just like the woman who plays a part in bringing this Cosmic Tarot deck to life, she's been in the game over, I think, like 20 years. Whereas the woman Liz Green, who takes a part in the Mythic Tarot deck version that I learned and the coloring book that I utilize, she actually has been in the game for a long time, and she's also, whether the creator, but I know she is a prominent active astrologer person in astro.com. Liz Green is all over that, and I admire her work. Like she just opened up tarot for me in such a deeper level. And currently right now I'm utilizing Astro 2 to learn how to read the get familiar with my birth chart. That has started another journey for me. So anywho, if you're interested in that, go for it. That's a plug I just gave you and gave them, because they ain't paying me shit, but they have and are still feeding into my path in the esoteric world. Yeah. Okay, so the outcome, you're happy by yourself. You're feeling very fulfilled. I'm not saying that you're single or that you're going to become single. What I am saying is, in a relationship, there are two people. And for you and your part that you play, you are feeling very fulfilled. Remember, when your cup is running over, that flourishes. It overflows to other people. So you are enough to the point where you can give out to others. You're no longer second guessing your worth. You're no longer wondering about what role you play. You are happy. You're not looking for external appreciation for yourself that's going to give you validation for who you already know you are. You're more like silent into yourself, because now you're fulfilled from yourself. Like, you know, no other person has had a prep talk with you, psychiatrist or therapist, you know, they ain't played no part in it. You know, you could have just did really heavy internal work for yourself, and now you're to this point. All right, so let's see about this influence. Why you left me? Okay, we're gonna do Queen of Wands first, y'all. That's our current energy anyways. Oh, Sandy, Please, Cindy. All right. We have Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Ooh, baby, you did it because ain't nobody else going to do it. You no longer, this Five of Wands here for you, it's a wrap. You're not in conflict. You're no longer waiting for people to see your worth. You're no longer waiting to hear people to tell you or validate who you are. You have the clarity within yourself. You seize the opportunity to take on new journeys for yourself. You know what needs to be done in your home life, your actual life, and you also have control now over your mind. You have control over your finances. You could have been a big spender. I could say that because that resonates with me personally as a Taurus. I'm a Taurus sign. And I just reflected on myself how I've been acting a fool with my bank account. Nobody likes a drought. I ain't got no drought, but if I kept spending like all crazy, you know what I mean? And I was spending out of boredom. I saw when Tyler said that on his, I am a Tyler's Tarot fan. Yes, I am. And when I saw that he said that, I think it was yesterday's reading or reading beforehand. No affiliation to him at all either. But I remember one of his videos, he was like, people don't give me credit. Look, I give you credit, all right? I always give people credit. I've never been that type of person because I don't want nobody to take what I give them and just shit on me. You know, act like they did it themselves. I've never been like that. But I'm also not saying like, you need to say I did this for you. No, that don't get you nowhere either. That's a Dame Dash attitude. Shut the fuck up. You know, I love Dame though. No disrespect. He's a Taurus too. Anyways, but yeah, I spent out of boredom. You know, oh, I like to have this, and then I get it. It gets delivered. I'm excited to open the box and see it, but I never unwrap it and utilize it. Like I was literally doing that, and I've spent thousands doing that. Like that ain't no fucking plug. That's a waste of money. That's a waste of resources. Kind of lost, you know, financial hole. So for you, this may be an alignment for you. Now you understand what you should be doing with your money. What you should be doing with your money, and you're being more smart about it. You know, and you're probably holding tight to it too. Not, you know, it's really got to, like eating takeout. It's crazy that I ate so much takeout, even with my family, because I'm so big on food. Like, I don't know you. I don't know if you washed your damn hands, breathing all on my damn food. And I've also worked in food and seen how people are, so it kind of scars me. But, yeah, been crazy with it. Not really seeing, you know. But anywho, that could be you. You're now being more in control of your finances. As far as Ace of Swords, you could have been somebody that was overthinking. Not no more. You ain't overthinking no more. Now you're trusting your intuition. What's coming your way, you're no longer discussing it with other people. You're no longer, oh my God. So I did a reading yesterday. And in that reading yesterday, it was a flashback to an event that I had. It was for, long story short, basically this woman, we were all a group of friends, and dude was cheating with one of the girls, you know, one of the girls in the group. And the girl, she was also in the group with us, but when he started messing with her, you know, he started doing things different. You know, he started moving different. Anywho, she found out he was cheating. She knew he was messing around. And she called us out about it because he'd always be over the main house that we was at. She, you know, one of the girls had the kick out spot. It wasn't her. He was really in love with her. Like legit, he was. He did everything for, you know, he was really in love with her. The girl that was his main chick, he was living with her because he had nowhere to stay, and this girl still lived with her parents. Okay? I know it sounds dirty and janky, but people do some crazy things. All right? And it ain't my business. I wasn't getting in the middle of it because I had already learned. Like, I was in my early 20s. I was already a mother in this situation. I was a mother already. I already had my firstborn, and I was pregnant with my second when all this came to pass. So, had I already had him? I probably had, anywho, I was a mother too, either way. And she's there in the group, you know, and she calls herself calling us out. And she was like, I know my man sleeping with one of y'all. So which one of y'all sleeping with my man? We are sitting, it's me, the one he actually sleeping with, and then the other girl. And she looks at the girl in the middle. And she literally said to her, she said, you know what? I know it's not you. Because I know you wouldn't do that. So which one of y'all? And then she looks. When she said that, like, it all happened real quick in the moment. Like, try to picture being in this moment. She says this, and me and the other girl look. The one that's sleeping with him, actually looks down. She's looking down at the ground. And in that moment, it ignited this in my mind. I thought it was so interesting. My leg going to sleep. I thought it was so interesting how spirit, basically her team, this is when I learned how they work. Her team actually said, is that bitch right there? But she externally, she verbalized and she said, I know it's not you because I know you wouldn't do that. So which one of you is it? And that ignited in me. That's how spirit works. I remember I always, like, why did I have to say to certain people, like, oh, I know it wouldn't be you. Like, why did I feel the need? And I second guess that. Like, why did I second guess that thought? Why did I feel the need to verbalize that thought? Because I'm arguing with what spirit is already telling me. That's how spirit work. And I remember being so shocked on that. Since I brought it up, let me tell you the rest. Okay, I know I said it was going to be short. It's short. It's short. So when she did that, me and her like looked, and I got a smirk on my face. I don't know why I do that. It's the worst thing to do. But I do. I have that natural response, and so do my children. It's, oh my God, it's bad. But like I'm like, what? You know, and I look at her, and she zoomed in on my black ass. She zoomed in right on me. She was like, is it you? Now, I feel like I don't have to defend it because I ain't laying with him. I don't even like him. I don't look at him like that. I've never been the type of girl that will hang around, even in grade school, y'all. True shit. If I know the girl that he's dating, me and her, like, going to the same school, I just feel like, no. Why do I want something somebody already got tag on? It's one thing for me to mess with him and not know who he's messed with, but it's another thing for me to know who he been with. Now I can visually compare her and and we've been in the same circle. I'm talking about going to school, me and her say hi and bye to each other. I probably done gave a little money for snacks or something. She probably done gave me a couple cookies or something. Like, even though we're not friends, we are familiar. It's different if, like, oh, we went to the same school. Oh, yeah, I know your baby. You know, I've seen your baby mama. It's like, I've never been that kind of person. Because to me, what's for me is for me. Now, I've had real shit. I've had friends, best friends. I'm talking about broke bread with these bitches. Love these bitches. Needed a place to stay, supported these bitches. Need short on the bill, helped these bitches. And they did the same for me. Like, it wasn't one-sided. Well, with one of the bitches, it was one-sided. But with the other one, it was not one-sided. The other one, you know, she didn't give money and stuff like that. But she always gave me realistic advice. But I've had chicks that will sleep with people after me. I've never done that. So I thought I didn't feel like I needed to justify myself. I'm looking at her. And her cousin, oh my God, if you come across this reading, you gonna know who the fuck it is. Her cousin was the house we hung at. So her, you know, she getting all boasty and stuff, and her cousin stopped her from coming to me. She was like, yo, you need to calm down, chill out. She ain't even like that. You know, she don't even like him. Like, she don't even talk, and I didn't even talk to dude. I was so disgusted with how this dude moved. Like, I didn't care for him. And I didn't care for the girl either. I just thought, I told her, I said, the same way you get him is how you gonna lose him. I thought it was so messed up because she'd be with us when we'd go out to get ice cream at Sandy's Papa and be talking about how she feels like he's losing interest. Yes, girl, we all be at the table chilling. We all walk down to the lake talking. She's opening up to us, and the whole time you busting tears in front of the bitch that your nigga busting down. Like, that disgusted me. Like, I shouldn't have had judgment. I wasn't like talking to her behind her back. I remember I told her, I said, you're a dirty ass bitch. She was like, I said, I never even thought you'd be that dirty. You don't even look it. but you dirty as hell. How you feel? And she had the audacity to be the one to go put her head on her shoulder. She put her head on her shoulder. She was like, it'll work out. It'll work out. Yo, and I'm just looking. I could never do it. I couldn't, because it was so dirty. It was like, yo, chicks really do shit like this. I remember being so grateful for the best friend that I had. I'm like, my best friend would never. That bitch would. But at that time, like, I was like, yo, never like my husband. It was like, she busts down niggas from my past. But I'm like, damn, that's nasty. But whatever. But for her to have done that, like, I saw that. See, I was the one who pick you up with so-called friends, let her down. When that just blew my mind. I was like, yo, that's crazy. But her cousin stopped her from coming up to me. I'm like, and she just looked. I said, you know what? I'ma just leave. Y'all figure that out. And the girl, the other one who knew, she was like, hey, can you run me to the store? And she was like, I need a wrap. I was like, yeah, I'll run you to the store, right? Because when we got in that car, I had my... Anyways, so I'm like, yo, why she picked me? I told her, I was like, yo, why she geared in on me? Energy had to be that high. I think I was illuminating really high. And it wasn't just my smile. I think because she knew I knew the truth. But she thought I was the truth. Yeah, I was the truth. I would have... If she would have said to me, Willow, who is it? I would have been like, yo, you need to figure that out. Like, I don't want to be in it at all. You know? And if she would have looked at me again, I would have turned and been like, so who is it? She clearly knows somebody in the room who it is. And just deflected and slowly would have walked out the door, because hands I knew would have been thrown. She was trying to throw them at me. And I'm like, I don't even like dude. I didn't see what they saw in him. He used her card. Like, he used her card. He had like he was in the streets. But he wasn't doing it like that. You know what I mean? Like, clearly she was working. And like, yo, when he'd want more money, she pick up more hours. He was getting her to pick up more hours so he can be with her more. Like, that was dirty. I couldn't believe it. And she moving with the purest intention. I remember I told him, I said, you know, love is a gift. It's a gift. You have no right to fuck with somebody's free will. He was like, I try to break up, and which was true. He would try to break up with her, and she wouldn't take no for an answer. She was like, I'll never forget. She was like, you think I'm too fat? I remember I told her, I said, you was a big bitch when he got with you. She was like, I was like, for real, you was big when he got with you. It's not that, it's because of your weight. She was like, you think I'm a big bitch? I said, girl, you are which is true. I love big women. I always have. To me, they just represent good cooking. And I love hugs from big girls. I always love big girls, especially when they got the ass and the thighs. Like, I get big, but I get big on my top half. I don't get big on the bottom half. Like, that's some bull. But we ain't talking, you know, it is an incident with me. But how did I get on this? How the hell did I get on this? I can't even tell you how I got on that. I don't remember. What I do remember, though, is that was crazy. That's when I saw how spirit worked. Oh, the mind. You ain't second guessing it no more. Because that day was a valuable lesson for me. I was like, yo, after that, I was like, yeah. When you feel the need to verbalize, oh, no, it's not you. It's because it is that person. Oh, you would never talk about me like that. Why feel the need to say that out loud if I know it? Because you think it. And you think you know it. Like, you feel that this person wouldn't do it to you. But see, your spirit team, they see what you don't see. They know what you don't know. So you'll get that thought. And it comes to you like as if it's like a question or something. Or like it's a little message and you'll combat it. Because it's like it wouldn't be them. Nah, that's your spirit in your ear. Like, hey, bitch. She ain't your friend. that's the one that's causing you pain. She would never do that to me. Check and look how they look, or pay attention to the silence. Leos are really known for that. Leos are known, I know, because my hard lessons in friendships came from Leos. True shit. But my true realest friends was the Leos too. So it go like hand in hand for me. But it's like, pay attention to the silence. When it's awkwardly silent, like you ain't even hearing the street cars, especially if y'all outside. Or like if you even in your house and you don't even hear the AC going or the fan going, it's an eerie silence. That's confession silence. That's confession without them confessing. Yo, that was, I don't know how I started sharing that with y'all, but that was crazy. I was like, yo, that is crazy. I started looking at people really different after that. Because betrayal never comes to way. It won't be betrayal if it doesn't hit you hard. You won't get the lesson if it doesn't cut deep. That's true shit. You be like, the tightest person in my life is my sister. I ride with her left and right. Anything she do, I got her. Anything I do, she got me. My strength is her weaknesses. Her strengths are my weaknesses. Me and her, yin yang. That's the one God gonna utilize to teach your ass something real valuable. I mean real valuable. It's gonna cut deep. Because you got to learn this lesson. You ain't going to learn it from somebody else, especially if the only one you treasuring, I should say hard tests going to come between the two of you. Because you could be presented like I was presented one time, multiple times with my friend baby daddy, and I never seized it. I didn't. Because I loved her. And again, she was with him. I mean, yeah. It was never like that. If we was going to do a group thing, I was down with that. But as far as like me doing this and she wasn't involved or behind her back, I would never. Because I never wanted to portray her. I never wanted that. And honestly, it wouldn't sit well with me. It just wouldn't. And I couldn't. I've always been that type of girl. Like, I go to like spicy events, if you catch my drift. But I've never been the type to just go in on people. I've always been like a watcher. I always enjoyed it. Like, I can't believe I just admitted that on here, but as far as like off rip going touching on people, and I've never been that type of person. I just recently, like at a church, well, I don't go there anymore, but at this church, it was okay to get hugs from strangers. Like, all right. I've never been that kind of person. So as far as me like just hanky-pankying with other people, no, my list is very short. I'm proud of it. I used to be like, man, practice make perfect. You better practice with the one you got. Bust out that book and get the practice and doing other stuff. If you want to try different sizes and stuff, they got different toys and stuff for that. Yeah, I'm that one. I've never been like that, but yo, that was crazy. Why did I share that story with you? I have no idea. Maybe you need to hear that. Maybe somebody in your circle, you're not feeling like you, and you'll get like little subtle signs and you don't pay attention. Look, I looked at the bottom of the deck and what it is, friendship, that 3 of Cups. You don't pay attention. And when you don't pay attention, and it still came out. Y'all saw how I pulled that card out, right? 3 of Cups. It's clarifying this 7 of Cups. You don't see it that way. And it hurts. But you got to remember, everybody living their own life, their own story. And it'll be a hard lesson for them too. And you have the moon. Ooh. So this 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups clarified with the 3 of Cups, Justice, and the moon. That makes sense. It goes without me even having to say it. What did I say? 448? Okay. It goes without saying. This 7 of Cups is... Hey, you got 3 of Cups here. Remember? I don't know if I told you at the bottom of the deck, you got 3 of Cups, baby. Okay. What this is saying here... Seven of Cups can represent illusions, multiple options, and hella confusion. That's what Seven of Cups can represent for you. The Seven of Cups is actually Pluto energy, but it's Neptune energy as well. So being heavy in that head of yours. Wait, 5, 6, 7. I lied. Not lie. It's moon energy. It's Pluto and the moon. Still kind of the same. Being all up in your head with it. Moon is hidden feelings that you do not articulate nor share or show on the surface. All right. So, and it could also be psychic energy. So with having the moon and the justice here, with the Three of Cups, babe, you are reevaluating those who are in your circle. See, your friends too. People don't like the stereotypes, but stereotypes are there for a reason. There are people that collect certain friends that play certain roles for them. They have certain friends do certain things with them because it makes them look a certain way. If you've never read the book The Alchemist, you should read that book. I love how he opens. What is his name? Is it Miguel? I could be wrong, but it's The Alchemist. He opens up and he tells you, basically, know that you have your own movie. Your life is a movie, and everyone else's life is a movie. And no matter how you present yourself, you play their perspective of your role in their movie. As in, you may think you're loving, you're loving, kind, and nurturing. But actually, intuitively, in their heart and in their mind, how they perceive you, you could be conning. You could be deceptive. You could be manipulative. Even though you don't display that. People's perception is their own reality. So you have to accept you play a certain role for certain people in their life. And at some point, your character dies off. Some people be your friend, and all along you'll be friends with them, not even knowing they was your enemy. Like, they could have just been friends with you to try to boost their status. All along, you telling them everything. You shouldn't tell anybody everything anyways. I learned that the hard way. But you sitting up there being open. I mean, wearing your heart on your sleeve with this person. You loving this person. It's not dawning on you that they are not as open and giving to you like you are to them. And then down the road, you start hearing things and seeing things about this person, or things that you said to this person other people are saying to you. Like, how would they even know that? Because that person you thought was your friend really wasn't your friend. That's fucked up. But it's a hard lesson, because what he say in that song, I've been on that song in most of these videos lately. Tell me who you loyal to. Does it start with your woman or your man? Does it end with your family and friends? Are you loyal to yourself in advance? I say, tell me who you're loyal to. Is it anyone that you would die for? Anybody you would slide for? Anybody you would ride for? That's what God for. Because at the end of the day, remember, God is a jealous God. And remember, your life is not your life. It is a gift to the world. So you have something in you that you're supposed to give out to the world. If that person is starting to pose a threat to your agenda, he will use them to teach you a lesson and get your ass back on track. So, your tears that you cry, yeah, they are valuable. Your tear, and he cries when you cry too. It is heartbreaking for this to happen to you, but it's something that needs to happen to you to put you back on track. Everything that you do is a lesson for your benefit, for you to get to the point that you need to be at. It's just real messed up. You could be leaving this friend circle too, because you got 8 of Cups at the bottom. All right, let's clarify this 9 of Cups, because you gonna be all right. Oh, look, I love when I'm right. That's my problem. But it make me feel good. All right, 9 of Cups is clarified with Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Swords. Baby, you ready to carry on? This is what's making you happy. You could not necessarily be leaving that friend group, but you could be rearranging the way that you interact with them, how you're involved with them. You could be reconstructing how you present yourself in the friend dynamic now. And you could be doing it in a very slick way. You could be flashing back on moments in your life, how they showed up for you and how they didn't show up for you. You know what I mean? you could be going through that. And that's why you find you're in solitude. Nines represent solitude. Always remember that nines is hermit, and that is Virgo energy. Virgo, people, a lot of people say Virgo are friends, but how many times do Virgos say people are friends? I love Virgos. I got so many Virgos in my life. My husband a Virgo son. I love Virgos. My first daughter is a Virgo son. It's tricky. She my baby sister, but she more like my baby. She all of our baby, really. But she's a Virgo. You understand what I'm saying? Virgos really stick to themselves. They kind of chameleon. They chameleonize. I don't know if that's a word, but it's a word tonight. Okay, it's gonna be nighttime by the time I'm done with this damn thing. I just keep talking and talking and talking and talking. Anyways, digress. Virgos chameleonize themselves in situations where you think you know them, but you really don't. They will hit you with something that's surprising, like you never knew that they were interested in. Sometimes they'll let you in and you wouldn't even, like, it shocks you. It's like, oh, I thought I knew them, but you didn't. Because you never really knew them. They just played the part that you put them in. That's Virgos. Virgos, remember, Mercury is all about the mind. It's all about communication. Be analytical, be logical, be communicative. Geminis are known for being very talkative, but understand that Gemini's mind are going a million miles an hour. They're picking up on so much energy. Metatron is really connected to Virgos. He is that, just like Mercury, that who controls the internet. And look how all of us are connected. You understand? They pick up on that energy, very sensitive. So when you see a 9, think about that. That's why you round here, what this is, pottery. This card represents emotional fulfillment in oneself. You're no longer hurting no more. What you're doing is you're turning off access to other people. You're cutting access from other people. I'm not saying you don't love them. I ain't saying you cussing them out, treating them like shh. You know, I'm not saying that. I done said all the dang cuss words and I'm gonna like shh. Anyways, ride the wave. What I am saying is that you're to this point where you're changing the way you're handling them. They may not see you pulling back, Taurus, but you are. Okay? I could resonate with that big time. But 6 of Swords, it's a new beginning. A whole new world. And you the bride, you the main character. You on Broadway. Oh, it's the light. Action. Hollywood. Y'all ever heard that song? It's hot. Wait. Oh, it's satisfaction. It's Welcome to Hollywood. It's Beyonce and Jay-Z. You never heard that? That's on her B-Day album. The deluxe edition. But here it's like it's your time to start anew, but you're not necessarily severing the ties to the old. You're just beginning again. 3 of Cups, like I said, you ain't cutting nobody. Oh, you got 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, and the Magician. Hello. Sister. Okay. You've been on my mind. Oh, sister. You ever heard that song? That's Color Purple. Oh, even sinners have souls, Daddy. They do, but I'm just saying. Color Purple hit deep. I never saw the new one. I ain't see the Broadway one, but I did listen to the song. I Am Here. Cynthia Erivo. Iyuko? I could be saying her name wrong, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Beautiful voice. I mean, absolute. Ooh. The first song of hers that I listened to was I See the Way That You Look When You Hear His Name. I see his pictures up in your frames. That was Fly Before You Fall, something like that. It was from that Guiding Lights, Bright Lights movie. You'll see it, Fly Away or something. It's a beautiful song. But I Am Here. I don't need you to love me. Ooh, I don't need you to care. I've got my sister. I can feel her now. She may not be here. Woo! But she's still mine. I hope she still loves me. Ooh, y'all gotta hear that song. You gotta hear it, Taurus. If you ain't heard it, baby, you need to hear it. I would listen to that song, especially when she say she got her chair when her body can't hold out, got her hands doing good like they supposed to, showing my heart to the folks that I'm close to. Woo, baby, she snapped. Got my eyes, though they don't see as far now. What they do? They see more about how things really are now. Woo! Yes, baby. Okay, I'm cutting up. I'm cutting up. I'm about to take a break. We're gonna have to bring it down. Bring it down. I'm gonna peel them potatoes, make mashed potatoes right now. It's 4:59. I only did 2 reads. That's what we talking about, y'all. Taurus, but it's our energy, and I got so much Taurus in my chart. Woo! All right. So at the bottom of the deck, you got these 3 cards, but I found it fascinating. You know, you could be manifesting a new group or attracting a new group of people. Being in that Mercury energy, that magician energy, that's y'all. You and your cousin, Gemini. That's the 2 of you. When Mercury comes through, it's all about controlling the way you are perceived. You're really going in hard on how you're making things happen for yourself. You're living in the manifestation, not just wishing for it. You are activated. You know, fuck what niggas talking about. I'm really activated. The ops ain't on shit because we on everything. Yeah, that side of baby activated. All right, 3 of Cups though. At the bottom of the deck, there's still celebratory energy. There's still love. There's still sisterhood or brotherhood. You still have that. But at the end of the day, baby, you know who really on your team? You and God. All right? All right. On the bottom of this deck, you got love, emotional stability, King of Cups. You got this, baby. All right. I hope you got something from this reading. If this reading resonate with you, give your girl a like. Also, if you like this kind of content, baby, subscribe to my channel. I love to have you here. I do plan to do these daily readings every day, but I'm actually going to transition. Instead of doing them late like this, I'm going to do them in the morning, okay? So I'm going to try to have them uploaded, or I'm going to do them in the day and just upload them as I do each one by one. As long as I don't get this damn lippy a whole hour, girl. Okay. But I love that compliment that someone gave me. I did like it. They were saying maybe your stories it can connect with other people. I really appreciated that. That really touched my heart. I don't think I addressed that before, and I believe it was on a Taurus reading. And I do appreciate that because I feel like, man, girl, loose lips think ships. These people ain't gonna mess with you like that. You keep talking, you know. But I still, yeah, it was all about the head. But anyways, yeah, y'all, I appreciate you. Understand that no matter what hand these cards deal you, the universe gives you, or God throws at you, you play that hand to the best of your ability because it's all for you. It all plays a part in building you, reconstructing you. It plays a part in your story, your divine story that you are creating and writing in this lifetime. All right? Do the best that you can because you're enough. All right? I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hopefully, my ass be talking so much.